What's up, everybody? I'm here with my boy Tony, the DC extraordinary Superman lover. We are here to talk
Superman lover,
about
DC extraordinaire.
we are here to talk about what Tony's been waiting on for the last couple of years, Infinity Crisis. And we looked at it today.
Yep.
What you think of, Mr. Tony?
Prices on Infinite Earths, man.
Yeah.
That shit was good. I like the way they did it because, like we talked about anyway, man. Hey, they need to make it a slow burn and not try to rush everything into one damn movie. I thought this was great, man. I honestly, I give it about a nine. I give it a nine. You
Nine,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, I give it a nine. It was a damn good movie. I had little small gripes with it. That's the reason why I give it a nine. You know,
Let's
four
start
point.
with the gripes. Because we'll go with the gripe first. So what was your biggest gripe about it?
I guess my biggest gripe is like character aesthetics. I think they need to do a better job with, what I'm saying, the characters, what I'm saying, statistics and aesthetics and stuff. Like, if Superman, things about him, what 6'4", this, that, and the other, then they need to depict that correctly. You know what I'm saying, on screen. They'll show him and he's either the same height as somebody, the person right next to him, or smaller. And it's
Okay.
like, I wish they would do things like that. Um, Voice acting I thought was real good. I
Yeah.
did like the voice acting. Um, but those were the small little gripes I had, and then that was about it. You know what I'm saying? I still gave it a nine because I thought they did a damn good job with the story. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted this to be more story heavy anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just try to pack everything into one movie like what they did with the Injustice. I like this movie was actually very good, very entertaining. Um, it also brought a lot together and answered a lot of questions that I had before about the continuity,
Yeah.
and it tied things in perfectly to me. It did a good job, and it let me know that this continuity wasn't just some offset, what I'm saying, shit that they doing away from the old continuity. Everything ties in together. And they did a damn good job showing that.
And like what we've always got into, you've always been more of a DC guy. You grew up on DC, I grew up on Marvel. Uh,
Hmm.
I didn't know that much about DC until we started really talking and more. And
Yeah.
so the Christ on Infinity Earth, and we're gonna do some spoilers, of course, but I guess most of you guys who watching it already know the comic stuff about it. So they were it's pretty much a multiverse, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yep.
and
It's a
and,
multiverse.
and one group of people looking at what what happened, why the multiverse collapsed, because it's supposed to have collapsed, right?
It
The
was supposed
multiverse
to be like
collapsed.
yeah, like an incursion, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much the biggest thing, an incursion going on, and they're trying to get that stopped. That's why, in the movie they was talking about it's gonna be a meeting of all the minds. It was less about physically trying to beat somebody right
Yeah.
now and more
Yeah.
about thinking through this, trying to figure things out. And another good thing I liked about it, I also love the fact that this first movie was more of a Flash story than
Yeah.
anybody else's, because I think the next one is going to be more heavily Supergirl. I think
Okay.
it is. The next part, it's going to be three parts. I think the next part is going to be heavily Supergirl, but this one was more like heavily Flash. Um, and like I said, it gave me a good sense of that, the Flashpoint paradox. That's another thing I liked about it because I had a good feel of that.
Yeah.
So and that's basically what's going on, these incursions. I actually had forgot about Ultraman and all of them being involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to see Ultraman and Superwoman and all of those characters right there. Basically evil characters of the big wigs of the Justice League.
Okay. Is Power Girl gonna be in it?
If I'm not mistaken, I cannot remember, but I think she is in it. I think she'll be in the next part two.
Okay. Okay. Because
I think so.
I was looking at our fellow we like on YouTube a lot, Comics Explained,
Yeah,
and I looked at
yeah,
that when you was watching it. Yeah, he gave me a good overview of how everything worked. I didn't know Lex Luthor had a son, Alexander
yeah,
Luthor, something like that. Yeah,
yeah. He has a son.
and he was
He does.
manipulating a lot of it.
Yeah, he was. And that's what I did too. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and go through the entire story again. And also, I'm gonna go look at Comics Explained because he do a good job explaining and breaking down stuff. A lot of stuff that I don't understand or can't, that goes over my head. I can look at his stuff and shit, and he'll break it down. You
Yeah,
know.
big time.
Oh yeah, that's an amazing dude. If y'all don't know Rob Corpse, Rob from Comics Explained, y'all need to check him out. Check him out, give him a like, subscribe to him. If you're a
Yeah,
comic book head and you don't know about him, trust me, you want to know about him. You want to get to his channel, Comics Explained.
yeah,
Get
he
over
does
there
a
and,
good
and
job.
subscribe.
He got to show enough passion for it.
Shit, he does the best job. I mean, so far, man, I've been watching this dude for some years now, and there's some good ones out there. There are some good ones out there, but ain't nobody better than him. That dude, there's the truth with it. He is absolutely good, and he's entertaining. He's
Yeah.
not boring. He's very entertaining with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all definitely want to get at him. Check him out. Subscribe, because believe me, he's not a waste of your time. That's a good subscription right there.
What I liked about the movie so far, what I felt like they took their time and told the story.
Yeah.
Telling the story is what is. Of course, we go for the, like you say, the karate fights and all that other stuff. That's okay.
Yeah.
Have the story. Have the story. And I like how eventually how Superboy tried to how he
Come on.
broke down, and
Yeah.
he was trying to. It's almost like the whole "Make America Great Again." They try to make him to the old superheroes, what they think of
Come on,
old,
Prince. Yeah.
but it turns out that nobody could do that.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. What you were saying now?
No, I look at your babies. They so big now.
Mm-hmm.
They
Got
all
some
home.
damn. Yeah, I know. Look at them.
That's
You know,
awesome.
they got their butts home now. Some damn truck just come down the fucking street. I guess they don't know. Sorry, Roy. Guess they don't know what house they need to go to.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
all your babies home. But yeah, man, and like I said, I'm glad you was excited about it, and I'm excited to see it's going to be a 3-part series.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 parts. I can't wait to see the next one. And because we're gonna supposed to get a big introduction to Superboy Prime, so I want to see
Yeah,
how that plays out, and also I want to see what I'm saying that third part, and
yeah,
because this story here, I want to see this whole thing, how they get this thing going, how this shit plans out. I hope they started out strong, and I hope they don't lose that momentum, what I'm saying, when they get to part three. Because a lot of times first part will be good, second part good, and then they lose that shit with that third part.
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
I hope this shit continues, and we get something great because they did a good job right so far. I don't want them to mess this thing up like they messed up Injustice. So they need to keep this going. Keep it going. Take your time and give us a good story. Give us a great story, man. This Crisis on Infinite Earths is one of the greatest comic book stories it is. It's one of the greatest comic book stories ever told. And they need to do a good job with this. They really do.
And I see, because like I said, I totally missed it. Cause
Oh yeah.
so it's cool to see that DC has a real solid story, and I'm looking forward to really seeing it, finishing seeing it, and watching the continuation. So you give it, what was your rating again?
I gave it a 9. I gave it a
Okay,
9.
solid 9.
9.5. Yep, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I mean, those are them gripes I had was very small.
and I give it a 9 too, because I love the animation.
I give it a 9.
It
Yeah.
it, it was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Solid animation. It
Yeah,
didn't take away from the
it
story.
was.
Yeah, it was solid animation. I loved just everything about it.
I did. I loved everything about it too. And like I said, I'm this makes me want to go back, go look at the original work in the comics, and just go through the whole thing again. And that's what I'm going to do. I thought this was great. I think DC, they really hit hard with this, because when they told this story and then tying in those previous movies with this, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, okay, I understand now. I see what y'all doing. I said, now I'm really on board. So they did a good job, man. I gave it a 9, 9, and let's see if this next one get that 10. Let's see if we can hit that 10 mark.
Cool. Well, with that, brothers, we out of here. Brothers, sisters, we out of here. And hopefully we'll be back soon. We still got to talk about Dark Moon, what kind of garbage that was.
Oh
What,
yeah,
what was it called? Dark Moon? Was it Dark Moon?
Rebel Moon.
Yeah. Oh, Rebel Moon. It was Rebel Moon.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about that was. But you guys be
Mm-hmm.
safe, bro. I'll hit you back.
All right.
All right, see.